Yes, so um, nimesikia in one of my videos nimeona when you are trying to advise especially men, ego inawasumbua. Kwanza Gen Z, musikize kwa sababu we've been through that route and we know what we are saying. Ati people are talking of inaitwa nini? Toxic masculinity. Sasa toxic masculinity, see, we have sisters and mothers, and we have daughters. We have been there. The problem is our women have been empowered, but men, ego iko too fat. You don't want to be advised. You don't want to listen. Now, I have something that I would like to suggest, especially when it comes to being a value man. All these things we are saying is revolving around being a value man. You know, when you're a value man, you become the prize. Unaacha kuwa simp. Unajua sasa hizi majenzi wamejaa tu simp. Masimp kushinda kwa madm ya madem. Wacheni ujinga bana. Add value, watakufuata. Add value to yourself, they will follow you. Now, by 30 years, as a man, by 30 years, you're supposed to have this knowledge that you need to have at least 4 streams of income, even if they are not working, but they are in the pipeline. By 30 years, you're supposed to know that you need to have 4 streams of income. And most likely, let them be interconnected so that you don't do different things at the same time, so that you don't divert your attention. You diversify one stream of income so that it gives you 4 streams. When you read the book of Genesis, we are guided by the word of God. The book of Genesis, God was very keen to put 4 streams of 4 streams of life or rivers that were bringing life to the Garden of Eden. So that means that for you to have financial freedom, you must have 4 streams, at least on the bare minimum, 4 streams of income. This is how I look at it. You need to have at least an yearly source of income because you have yearly needs. You have, for example, those who are driving, they need to pay insurance on a yearly basis, you know. So you have yearly needs. Number 2, you need to have quarterly income. Those who are paying school fees, you need quarterly income because you have quarterly needs. You also have monthly needs, paying rent, bills, electricity bills. So you need monthly income. And then you need a daily income because you also have daily needs. Unahitaji nyanya ya kila siku, unahitaji kununua credit here and there. So you need daily income. So if you can think of a high value skill, and that's where you start from. You don't need a lot of capital. You yourself, you're a capital by your own self. When you think of a high value skill, you will be able to diversify it so that it will be able to bring a daily income, a monthly income, a quarterly income, and a yearly income. That information, I'm just putting it outside there. Ukitaka kuchukua utumie, shauri yako. Be a value man. By 30 years, you should have this in the pipeline so that by the time you're 40, they are all working and you're feeding from it. And when your children come, wasione ni kama mama ndio baba kwa nyumba. And you know, saizi wanaume are not empowered. Tunataka tukae kwa nyumba tuone, tucheze video games, tuvute bangi, tukunywe pombe, kukimbishana na wasichana. That is stupidity bana. Unajimaliza pole pole. By the time you're 40, you're going to 50, unaanza kuregret. And that's why tunapata very many men saizi, they're committing suicide. I am here championing for high value men. We need alpha men. People wenye wakisimama wakiongea, the society listens. Si kukaa tu umetetemeka tu hapo, your wife ndo anafanya kila kitu kwa nyumba. That is foolish bana. Toka, simama pali huko, start a skill. Think of a high value skill. Train yourself. By the time you're 30, Gen Zs, by the time you're 30, you need to have a high value skill that you can diversify it on the bare minimum 4 times. If you want, I would talk about maybe yearly income. You can think of things like treasury bills or treasury bonds. You can think of a quarterly income, things like treasury bonds. You can think of something quarterly. Also, you can do farming. A monthly, that is that is common knowledge, and also a daily income, that is common knowledge. But if you want us to dive deep into it, you can let me know on the comment section. Lakini tuache hiyo maneno ya toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity hiyo, here we don't talk about that. Here we just want to add value and become high value men, where we can dictate the destiny of our lives. Mungu awabariki sana.